Hey there, Chris McCarthy here with Brand Identified, and today I'm going to walk you through a 6-step AI business integration plan to help you define the roles for your business and then also build out a hiring structure. You will be able to use this 6-step framework to design the right roles, build a scalable hiring structure, and align your team to your business goals. So this is what we'll cover today. So first off, we're going to go through that 6-step AI-powered framework. Then I'm going to help you answer the 10 questions that you must answer and define for your AI strategy. Then I'm going to show you how to accelerate your strategy using the custom GPT BrandOptimizer.ai. Then I'm going to walk you through a 6-step AI prompt sequence to customize your framework and your strategy for your specific business, also using that custom GPT BrandOptimizer.ai. And then finally, I'm going to show you how to install Brand Growth AIOS into your business. So let's jump in and get started. So first off, step number 1 of this AI-powered framework is to define. Start by answering these 10 clarity questions about your current team, your hiring structure, and your growth goals. Your answers will help identify team gaps, clarify the responsibilities, and align your organizational chart with the next phase of your business growth. So question number 1 is, how many team members do you currently have and what roles do they fill? This gives us a snapshot of your current structure, who's doing what, and how the work is distributed across full-time, part-time, contract, and freelance teams. Question number 2, what areas of the business do you feel are understaffed or stretched too thin? Knowing where the pressure points are helps us to identify the priority hires and restructure the workload to reduce burnout and bottlenecks. Question number 3 is, are the roles and the responsibilities clearly defined for each person on your team? If this isn't clear, tasks will get missed, duplicated, or pushed around. Defining these roles create accountability and a smoother execution. Question number 4, do you currently have any org chart or role structure documented anywhere? Having it documented makes growth and delegation easier. If it doesn't exist, team development tends to be reactive and unorganized. Question number 5, what's the biggest challenge when it comes to hiring or assigning ownership? This tells us what's preventing effective hiring, whether it's uncertainty, onboarding issues, or past hiring mistakes. Question number 6, are any current team members doing work that doesn't align with their strengths or their role? Misalignment creates friction and lowers the output. Identifying this helps us realign your team for better performance. Question number 7, what support roles or leadership positions are you missing today that would free you up or move the business forward? This helps us uncover the gaps that are keeping you stuck in the weeds instead of focusing on leading and growing your business. Question number 8, how do you currently evaluate when and what to hire for next? Your hiring decisions should be tied to business needs, not just a gut feeling. This helps us create a more strategic approach to your business growth. Question number 9, what's the typical onboarding process when bringing on a new team member? A strong onboarding process shortens the ramp up time. If it's ad hoc, you're losing time and setting new hires up for confusion. And then finally, question number 10 is, if your team structure was fully optimized, what would that free up for you to focus on? This reveals the work only you can do and what we need to do to protect and prioritize as the team grows. So step number 2 here, this is map. Document your current roles, gaps, and your execution needs. You can't scale what you can't see. This steps helps you map the structure that currently exists and the one that needs to exist to support your execution. So first off, list every current role and their top 3 responsibilities. Identify where you're over involved or filling in a gap yourself. Clarify who owns the outcomes versus the tasks, and flag any duplicate or undefined responsibilities. So for this step in the framework, I've given you an AI prompt to help you define this. Now, more specifically, I've given you a BrandOptimizer.ai prompt. Now, BrandOptimizer.ai is a custom GPT that I've developed over at Brand Identified based off of working with hundreds of clients over the past 25 years. So this is the only custom GPT that has access to that brand identified knowledge base. So I want to make sure that you're taking this prompt and all upcoming prompts and not adding them into just ChatGPT or any other large language model. I want to make sure that you're heading over to BrandOptimizer.ai and adding them in there. So for example, on this prompt right here, it is, we are a, and you would insert your business type there, that serves, and insert your target audience, and then based on these 10 answers, help us map our current team structure and identify where roles, gaps, or unclear responsibilities exist. So you're going to go over to BrandOptimizer.ai, And then from here, you're going to click on Launch the Custom GPT. That's going to open it up into ChatGPT, but it's going to open it into the Brand Optimizer Custom GPT interface. So this is the only one that has access to that brand identified knowledge base. So make sure that you are prompting this here with that prompt that I just gave you, plus the 10 questions from step number 1 and your 10 answers from step number 1 into this prompt window, and it's going to help you define out step number 1 or step number 2 for this framework. So moving on here to step number 3, and that is to design. Create the right roles for your next stage of growth. Now we shift from documenting to designing. These aren't just job titles, they're functions tied to business priorities and built for execution. So define the roles that directly support revenue, delivery, and operations. Write clear role descriptions with outcomes, not just tasks. Align the roles to support your 6 to 12 month business goals, and then identify what can be hired, delegated, eliminated, or elevated internally. And then I've given you another BrandOptimizer.ai prompt for step number 3. So step number 4 is to structure, and that is build your org chart and your reporting model. A scalable team needs this clarity. This step ensures that everyone knows where they fit, who they report to, and what they're responsible for delivering. So group your roles into functional areas like marketing, operations, or delivery. Create a visual org chart with clear reporting lines. Define communication and accountability flows, and ensure that every critical function has an owner. And then I've given you another BrandOptimizer.ai prompt for step number 4. Step number 5 is to hire. Prioritize and prepare for your next hires. With your org chart in place, now we determine what hiring steps to take and in what order. The goal is to build capacity without adding confusion. So rank your roles by urgency, ROI, and leadership relief. Write outcome-based job descriptions and scorecards, prepare onboarding plans tied to the role outcomes, and document decision-making criteria for selecting each of those candidates. And then for step number 5, I've given you another BrandOptimizer.ai prompt to help you out. And then finally, step number 6, and that is to align. Create systems for clarity, accountability, and execution. The final steps turns your structure into a living system. This is where hiring, delegating, and performance all align with your execution. So install weekly check-ins or reporting systems by role or by team. Set 30, 60, and 90-day success metrics for each of those new hires. Align your team goals to company goals with transparent KPIs, and then review the structure quarterly to keep it aligned with your business growth. And then, as always, I've given you another BrandOptimizer.ai prompt to help you out here with step number 6. So this moves us on to a 6-step AI prompt sequence that I've developed for you to help you instantly create your custom strategy using these prompts. And you can also use this over into BrandOptimizer.ai, that custom GPT. So the first prompt here is your strategy prompt, and that is help me build a complete strategy for role design and hiring structure that aligns with our brand and our business goals. Prompt number 2, this is your execution prompt, and that is give me a step-by-step execution plan to implement role design and hiring structure effectively in our business. Prompt number 3, this is your audit and your optimization prompt, and that is audit our current role design and hiring structure and recommend improvements or optimizations that we should make. Prompt number 4 is your template and your tool prompt, and that is provide a fill-in-the-blank template or a framework that I can use to create or approve upon our role design and our hiring structure. And then prompt number 5, this is your role-based prompt, and that is how should A, and then you will want to insert your role, your title, or a position within your organization. So for example, founder, CMO, or marketing manager, approach role design and hiring structure in a growing business. And the 6th and the final prompt here is your integration prompt, and that is how does role design and hiring structure connect with or support other areas of our business like marketing, sales, or operations. So this leads us into Brand Growth AIOS, and this is an AI-powered operating system to optimize your business. It is a proprietary 16-phase optimization and execution strategy that integrates 60 specialized services into one unified growth engine. It is designed to transform your business into a high-performance, fully optimized, and scalable operation. Every service is delivered in a structured, sequence-based framework that starts with deep diagnostics, applies proven strategic models, and then executes with AI-enabled tools and automations. So I've prepared a brief overview video of Brand Growth AIOS that I'll queue up here in just a few seconds. But I also want to make sure that you check out brandidentified.com to learn more, and then also check out brandgrowthaios.com as well. The Brand Growth AIOS is a complete operating system for your business. It's a proprietary 16-phase optimization and execution strategy that pulls together 60 specialized services into one unified growth engine. The entire system is designed to take your business from where it is today and transform it into a high-performance, fully optimized, and scalable operation. Now, here's the important part. This isn't just a collection of services thrown together. Every step is structured, it's sequence-based, and it follows a very specific framework. We begin with deep diagnostics, then move into proven strategy models, and then bring it all to life with AI-enabled tools and automations. Once the Brand Growth AIOS is installed inside your business, here's what you can expect. Your company will run on a streamlined, data-driven, AI-supported infrastructure. You will deliver a consistent, high-quality client experience that drives both retention and referrals. Your offers, pricing, and positioning will be optimized for your market. You'll have predictable opportunities coming in through campaigns, funnels, and content systems that are built to work together. And you, as the founder, along with your leadership team, will finally be able to focus on strategy instead of being stuck in daily execution. So let's talk about what that means for your role versus ours. Your role requires only a minimal time investment, about 15 minutes per day for quick approvals and roughly 30 minutes a week for high-level strategic reviews. That is it. Our role is to handle everything else: the audit, the strategy, the design, the build out, the optimization, and the execution of your complete Brand Growth AIOS. That way, you can stay focused on leading your business while we install the system that allows it to scale.